Today we'll be talking about sets and operations on sets. So starting with the introduction to Python sets. We have already seen what is a set in a Python. So let's recap it. A set in Python holds a sequence of values, and it is sequenced, but it does not support indexing. So indexing, we all know that we cannot access the elements by putting the index inside it. So this is not allowed in set. So it is sequenced, but it does not support indexing. A set is an unordered. It is an unordered collection of items. That's why indexing is not supported by the sets. Every set element is unique. So we cannot have the duplicate elements in the set. And it must be immutable. If you are adding some item into the set, that item should be immutable. That cannot be changed. Right? But this is the another additional property over here. A set itself is mutable. You can see over here that set complete is immutable, right? But the items in the set, they are, a set is mutable, right? And the items are immutable. So this is that you need to take care of that. We can add and remove elements from the set. Sets can also be used for performing mathematical set operations, that is union, intersection, and symmetric difference, etc. Each element in the set must be unique, no duplicates allowed, immutable, they cannot be changed, and the sets remove the duplicate elements. If you have added the duplicate elements into it, when you will be displayed on through the output function, so it will remove all the duplicate elements. But the good property over here is sets are mutable, right? Which means we can modify it after its creation. So unlike other collections in Python, there is no index attached because it is unordered. So there is no index attached to the elements of the set. So what does it mean? We cannot directly access any element of the set by the index. However, we can print them together, or we can get the list of elements by looping through the set. We have already seen the iteration of list, iteration of how can you access the elements through iteration. Fine. So here also you can iterate through the elements of the set. Then we are moving towards creating a Python set. How can you create in Python a set? A set may contain values of different types, right? So we can have different types of elements in the set. A set can also contain, a set cannot contain duplicate elements. So although it has been mentioned, so when you will actually print it, it will display you 3 elements, right? So it will write this 2 only once. A set is mutable, but may not contain mutable items like because this will become a element in the set, this will become item in the set, and this will also become the item in the set. So as they are mutable, so their property is mutable, though cannot become the part of the set. So here they have tried to put this into the set. So it is saying that it is unhashable type. So it is giving error to you. There is no such thing as nested Python set, right? So here set inside the set. So you cannot declare it because again, it is a mutable, set itself is a mutable, and this will give you error that unhashable type set. So how you are creating the set? A set is created by placing all the items or elements inside the curly braces. They are separated by comma, or you can create the set using the built-in set function. So this is the another way of creating the set. This is the first way. This is the another way. So it can have any number of items and they may of different types, but a set cannot have the mutable elements. We have already seen that. So different type of sets in Python. So set of integers. So these are the set of integers in which you have added only integer items over here, right? Then you are trying to printing it, so it will display like this. Then you can have the mixed data types, because it has told that you can have primitive data types elements over here. So here it is a floating point, this is string, right? So this is tuple. So here my set, so it will display like this, right? Then set cannot have duplicates. If you try to so this is the set what we have created, fine, in which we have duplicate. Here 2 is there, 2 is again over here, 3 is there, 3 is again over here. But when you try to output, when you try to print it, it will print 1, it will print 1, 2, 3, 4, because 1, 2, 3, 4. So they will not be used because they are the duplicate ones. We can make set from a list. So my set you are putting like this. So it is through set function. You can see that we have used set function over here, and you are providing the list over here. So this is converting into set. So this will be the output when you try to print it, 1, 2, 3. So duplicate values removed. Set cannot have mutable items. So try to add mutable items over here. You can see you are trying to make list as item, right? So what it is doing, it is giving you the error that unhashable type list. So you cannot have the mutable items, mutable elements as the element of the item set. Then creating an empty set is bit tricky. Why? Because we have already seen that when you are creating the empty set like this, basically this is not set created, but it is created as dictionary. This is an empty dictionary that has been created. So when you have created a curly braces open without any elements, so and you try to find the type of this variable, it will say it is dict. So when you are declaring like this, it is not set, but it is dictionary what you have created. This is empty dictionary you have created. Then how can you create an empty set? So this is, you can create the empty set through the set function. Initialize a set with set. So now you try to check the type of this A, so it will give you set, right? So you can create the empty set through this set function, right? And if you try to create the empty set through this will be a dictionary. Then creating a set which have immutable elements. So here, this is integer, integer, integer. This is string. This is floating point number. This is integer. So you try to find the type of this set. So it will give you set. When 1, 2, 3, but here you have put list, right, as element. So it will give you error over here. Then this is the set what we have created. It will return you the unique elements. So it will be displaying 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So it will, as these two are duplicate, so it will not display. Fine. The next is accessing a Python set. When you are trying to access the Python set, how can you do that? So we know that the sets in the Python do not support indexing. You cannot access by square brackets. No. So it is only possible to access the entire set at once. So this is the set what we have declared. You try to print it, it will display the complete set over here. What you have noticed over here? So how it reordered the elements into an ascending order. So you just try on your Python interpreter and then Just check it out how it works. Then this is another set with mixed data types, integer, float, and string. You try to print it, so it will print like this. Then you have the duplicate elements over here, so it will display single. So we had two twos when we declared the set, but now we have only one. It automatically reordered the set as well. Also, since sets do not support indexing, they cannot be sliced. Okay, slicing is available in almost all the we have seen the data types. So here we do not have the slicing. So let's try to do the slicing. You try to print b1 colons blank and then square bracket. So it will give you error. Set object is not subscriptable. Then modifying or updating a set in Python. So set is mutable. The set itself is mutable. The items are immutable. So a Python set is mutable, right? But we have seen earlier that we can't use indices to reassign it because it does not support indexing. So here you try to find the element with index 3. So it says that set object does not support indexing. This will give you error. We can add two methods for this purpose. First, add, and another is update. Add, it takes as argument the item to be added to the set. So this is the name of the set, what we have declared. Then you have the dot to call the function, then add function to be called, and what element you want to add, it will be given as argument to this function. So this will be added at the end. If you add an existing item in the set remains unaffected. So if you try to add 4 into it, as the 4 is already there, right? So it will create problem for you. So not creating problem, but the set remains unaffected, right? So here there will be no effect. When you want to update, this method can add multiple items to the set at once, which it takes as argument, right? So here numbers is the name of the set, dot for calling the function, then update function to be called, what elements to be added, right? So here 7, 8 becomes over here, and 1 to 9 has been added over here. If they are not available, so they will be added into it. As is visible, we could provide a list and set of arguments to this. This is because this is different from creating a list. It is not creating a list. It is just adding the elements into it. Whatever the elements are there in the list, what are the elements in the set, they have been added into the set. So let's see some of the examples over here. So first you have initialized the set. You have kept 2 elements into it. You try to print it, so it will print 1, 3. Then you are adding an element into it. So you are adding element 2 by calling the function add, passing the argument as 2. So it has added 2. When you printed it, it has sorted it in ascending order. Then you are adding multiple items. So if you want to multiple items at once, so then you will be using update function, and you can provide this like this. So it is added over here and ignoring the duplicate values. Now you are updating by putting through list as well as the set over here. So it is different from creation of the set. So it will be adding the elements picking from the list, picking from the set, and ignoring those are already there in the set. Then deleting a Python set or removing elements from a Python set, right? So first, a particular item can be removed from a set using the methods discard and remove, right? So you have 2 methods. One is discard, another is remove. The only difference between the 2 is that discard function leaves a set unchanged if the element is not present in the set. On the other hand, the remove function will raise an error in such a condition. If the elements are not, if the element you are going to remove is not there in the set, discard will not say, it will remain silent, but remove will raise the error. Another is we can remove and return an item using the pop method also, right? So three is there. One is discard, another is remove, another is pop. So since the set is unordered data type, there is no way of determining which item will be popped. When you are using this pop function, so you will not be able to find which item it will be popping out. So it is completely arbitrary, right? So we can remove all the items from the set using the clear. So you have seen first is discard, right? Another you have seen remove, another you have seen pop, and another you have seen clear, right? So first see difference between discard and remove. So you have declared this set, you are printing the set, fine. Then you are discarding the element 4. So this 4 has to be deleted. So 4 is already there, so it will display 1, 3, 5, 6. So you are using it, the name of the set, then you are using the dot for calling it, right? And then you are writing discard and what element to be deleted. You are using remove for removing this element 6. 6 is already there, right? So it will display now 1, 3, 5. 6 has been removed. Now you try to remove the 2 using discard method, discard function. So what you are doing is you are trying to do this. So it will not say anything, but it will print the set. It will remain silent. It will remain silent, right? No error will be raised because 2 is not in the list. You try the same by using the remove function for removing 2. So it is not present in the set. It is raising key error 2. So this is the difference between discard and remove. So my set equal to, we have created a set in which items becomes this when you try to print it, because it has now displayed it in the particular order. You are trying to pop it as it is arbitrary, so it is displaying H. It may display something else also because this is a random element that has been popped out. So how you are doing it? Dot pop, and you are printing because it is returning you the element as well what has been popped out. Then you again try to pop, so it has deleted another L from here, right? So you are clearing it. It means you are removing all the elements from the set. Then Python set operations. So sets can be used to carry out mathematical set operations like union, intersection, difference, and symmetric difference. We can do this with operators or methods. So let us consider these two sets. First, we have set union, in which we are unioning both of these. So it will add elements from B into A, removing the common elements, keeping the common elements once, right? So here we can use this pipeline operator as well. Then we have the intersection, right? So basically, mathematically, if you write, so it will look like this. So it is like ampersand. So keeping displaying only the common elements. Then we have the set difference. So it is represented by minus sign, right? So it is the set of elements. If A is over here, it means it will be minusing all the elements of B from A. If you are using B minus A, it will be minusing all the elements that are common with A and B from B. So A is the set of elements in B, but not in A. So difference is performed using minus operator. Same can be accomplished using the difference method also. Then set symmetric difference. Set symmetric difference of and B is the set of elements in A and B, but not in both, excluding the intersection. Symmetric difference is performed using the gap operator, right? And another is symmetric underscore difference. Here you can see this is A union B. What is we are writing union over here and pipeline symbol. Then here we have for intersection we have ampersand along with intersection. Then we have set difference. We are using minus operator and difference method. Similarly for this set symmetric difference, we have gap operator or symmetric underscore difference method. So set union method. So let's see, we have seen two sets over here. First, we are using this pipeline operator. It is returning us the union of A and B. Similarly, you can call upon A dot union in brackets B. So same result will be returned. So here we are using union method. So you can use B dot union A. So same result will be returned. Then we are moving to the set intersection method, in which again we have initialized A and B. We are using ampersand operator, print A ampersand B. So it is returning you the intersection of A and B. So here 4 and 5 are common in between A and B. So it is returned over here. You can use the method intersection over here by A dot intersection B. It is returning the common elements as intersection. So similarly, you can write B dot intersection A. It is returning the same output to you. Set difference method, in which we have again initialized A and B. You have used the operator minus over here. It is returning the elements. So as 4 and 5 are present over here, so they will be minusing from here. As these are not there, they are not affected. So it is return 1, 2, 3. But you can use the difference method also over here, A dot difference B. So same result will be returned to you. But now you try to do it B minus A, so it will be different, because in from B the elements of A will be minus. So 4, 5 minus, so it will return 6, 7, 8. And we actually display it, it will display in some order. Then we have symmetric difference of two sets. So intersection will be discarded from here. So 4, 5, 4, 5. So gap operator you have used over here, A set difference B. So it has returned 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So it has picked non-common elements from here, right? And then they have done union and they have put over here. So you can use the method also A dot set symmetric difference B. It has returned same. If you are using the reverse, B dot set underscore difference A, it is returning the same. So only difference over here is B minus A and A minus B will give different results. The rest of the operators will give same results. Then we have Python set operations. We have already done. So now we have other Python set methods. We have add method, right? Adds an element to the set. Clear removes all the elements from the set. Copy returns a copy of the set. Difference returns the difference of two or more sets as a new set. Difference underscore update removes all the elements of another set from this set. Discard removes an element from the set if it is a member, and it will not do anything if the element is not there. So intersection returns the intersection of two sets as a new set. Intersection underscore update updates the set with the intersection of itself and another. So then set operations, we have membership set over here, in which we are finding whether this is there in the set or not. So it is present. So we are using in and not in membership operator, right? So we are writing, we have this set apple. So it will be basically A, P, P, L E, right? So this is your my underscore set. So whether A in my set or not, you have used in over here, so it is returning you true. P not in my set, so it will be false because P is there in the set. Then iterating through a Python set. So again, we have already seen that we can use for and in for some variable in set. So you can write this, you are creating the directly set over here. So print letter, right? So it is picking A, P, L, E because this P is duplicate. So when you are creating the set, basically it will be A, P, L, E. So it will display A, P, L, E. Or if it has maintained the order, so accordingly it will be displaying the elements. Then built-in functions with Python set. So all means returns true if all the elements of the set are true. We have already seen any returns true if any element of the set is true. Enumerate returns an enumerate object. It contains the index and the value for all the items of the set as a pair. Length returns the length of the set. Max largest item in the set. Min smallest item in the set. Sorted returns a new sorted list from the elements in the set. Then sum returns the sum of all the elements in the set. Then we have the last topic in the set is Python frozen set. The frozen set is a new class that has the characteristics of a set, but its elements cannot be changed to one assigned. While tuples are immutable lists, frozen sets are immutable sets. Sets being mutable are unhashable, so they can't be used as dictionary keys. We have already seen that in keys we cannot use list as well as now we cannot use set as the dictionary keys. On the other hand, frozen sets are hashable and can be used as keys to a dictionary. So this is very important. It is very deep point when you are appearing for the interviews or something, right? So here the frozen sets are hashable and can be used as the keys to a dictionary. This is important. Frozen sets can be created by using frozen set function, and this data type supports methods like copy, difference, intersection, is disjoint, is subset, is superset, symmetric difference, and union. Being immutable, it does not have the methods that add or remove elements, so they are not present over here. So we are creating two frozen sets. First is A frozen set, you are putting the elements over here. B frozen set, putting the elements over here. So now A and B has been created. Try these examples on the Python shell. Okay, so first A dot is disjoint B, so it is false. A dot difference B, so it will display 1 comma 2. A union B, so it has union over here because this is the symbol for union. A dot add, so you are trying to add over here, which is not available in this. So object has no attribute add, so you cannot add or remove. So these are the websites from where I have taken the content for my presentation. You can just go through it. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you are able to understand about the sets.